Well, good Saturday morning, everyone, and greetings once again from Radio Wasteland Records here in Midland, Michigan. Hopefully, your weekend is off to a great start. The summertime is here, and we've got some nice weather to prove it. A little rain yesterday, which was much needed in the mid-Michigan area. A little more expected tomorrow and Monday, and so on and so forth. But again, something we could really use. So today looks like it's going to be a beautiful summer day, at least here in the mid-Michigan area, to get out and enjoy yourself. And hopefully that enjoyment includes coming by the store and digging through some cool new and vintage vinyl. Lots of updates to get to, lots of interesting news to get to as well. And we'll kind of kick that off here in just a couple of seconds. Some hellos. First and foremost, though, let's see what we got going on out here. Jeff saying, hey, good morning to you, sir. And Chuck, thank you for being here. Good morning. Pat is saying good morning from the not so wild West. Joe is saying this is the way. This is indeed. I love doing this every Wednesday. That is the way we like to do it. I know what you're referring to there as well. By the way, Joe, something on your way, coming your way. Check your email there, sir. Gary, hey, good morning to you as well as Betty from Toledo. Thank you for watching and good morning. And Prime Analog Records. Good morning from Florida. Well, hello, Florida. Hopefully things are going well. You know, we talk a lot about our weather here being nice, but I guess you guys got it pretty good. But you get a little more rain than we do. Oh, and hurricanes and snakes and alligators. Yeah, that's all right. Florida is cool. And thank you for being here, Prime, as well. Always appreciated. Okay, first off, I'm going to be doing this a lot. I know I keep joking, and Kim keeps saying, go get your haircut, for crying out loud. I am going to get my haircut, I promise, sometime in the next month. And there's a reason for it. It's driving me insane, especially as the weather gets hotter. And yes, by the way, in case you're curious, it's real and it's fantastic. So we'll get that taken care of within the next month. And I do have good cause for that. Abby saying good morning. Good morning, Abby. And thank you. Dan saying good morning. A break from painting. Yeah, it's hot out there. It's going to get hotter. Do your outside there as well. And Dave, good morning. And doing any more trivia nights? Not for the foreseeable future. It's something I think that might make a good winter time activity. We'll have to see about doing that. We did one, oh, heck, Dave, it was about a year ago, it seems like now, over at Live Oak Coffee House. But it's always a possibility. You will see what happens. So a couple of quick things before we get into the new releases. First of which being just kind of a quick update on hours. It has no bearing on this week, but next week it will be normal hours. We're into the last week of June for our normal hours, but then the 4th of July is coming up. This time of year, though, the 4th does fall on a Tuesday, so our normal closed hours are Monday and Tuesday. So no change in our hours there. We will be closed on the 3rd and 4th of July. And then open on July 5th. We've got a new business neighbor. Hopefully they're going to be ready by the 5th, and we'll announce that hopefully next week. Tell you guys all about that. But we'll be closed on July 3rd and 4th. Per normal, it's a Monday, Tuesday. Open the 5th through the 9th. But then just as a kind of a, mark this down in your calendars, the week of the 10th, we'll be closed the 10th and 11th per normal as well. But then the 12th through the 18th, July 12th through July 18th, the store will be closed. We're going to take a little bit of a break and close down for that entire week. So we're threading the needle with a couple of big releases here because the Taylor Swift is due on the 7th. So we'll be here for that. And all of you folks that pre-ordered that one. And then the Greta Van Fleet, which a lot more of you have pre-ordered, is due for the 21st. So we're going to kind of sneak that right in there and get a little bit of a break in the summertime. The week of the 10th, which means that we'll be closed again July 12th through the 18th and then back open per normal. And we shouldn't have any other big stuff going on from then till then. So just as a heads up, and we'll get you guys going from there. Let's see. And happy Saturday. See you soon. Got a couple goodies here. In a record store. No record store next door. Although they seem to be popping up everywhere. I saw a little clip this morning on Facebook saying that a grocery store in Lansing was now selling new records. So there you go. What else were we going to update on? I think, pardon my podcast, the one I do with Steve Carlson from the vinyl community every Sunday. It's called Two Guys Talking About Records. Last week on the podcast, I mentioned that I was having a little bit of an issue with Discogs. I don't sell a lot on Discogs, but did have some stuff on our Discogs store. And I had talked about that and what we're going through with kind of a surprise, to me at least, on the fee side from Discogs. Well, we have pulled all of our inventory off of the Discogs store while I try to get this worked out. And as it turns out, it's just me not reading their terms of service completely. But I'm going to lay a little of this on Discogs as well, as they're not being very upfront with some of their other fees. And again, if you're curious, go back to our last podcast episode and talk about that. But what I'm leading to is Discogs was not a huge part of our sales anyway. We prefer to sell in store mostly. But the long and the short of it was they're charging a little bit more than I had expected them to be charging with their fee increase. And I kind of found where that hidden fee is on their thing. So neither here nor there. But we are working very diligently behind the scenes to make some massive, and I mean massive, improvements to our website and our web presence, which will ultimately result in some, if not hopefully a little bit, and a little at first, but then more and more of our inventory not only being available online, but be able to purchase online. This is a big step for us, a big step for me because, change bad, but I'm going to get there. And just kind of stay tuned for more information on that. And there's one other part of this that's really huge. Excuse me. Merch. I'm sorry, a little frog in my throat. Stay tuned. There is so much cool stuff on the horizon with regards to that. But I'll continue to work on the Discogs issue. But for now, again, we've pulled everything off of Discogs and we'll just sell in store for the time being, and then the pre-orders and stuff on our website. So again, stay tuned. Make sure you're subscribed to our YouTube channel for all these updates. Look for our podcast on Spotify, on iHeartRadio, and on our YouTube channel as well. And you can hear Steve and I talk about much, much more than that. Okay, new releases, because I'm buttoned up on time here, and I can see Kim. Kim, by the way, is jumping with the dogs today. They're down in Davison. So the dude is not here, but the dude will be here tomorrow, Sunday. Well, Blue continues to jump Sunday. He's not going to do a Sunday thing, but he'll be here with me tomorrow. For those of you that want to come in and just see the dogs and don't care about saying hey to me, I know how that is. All right. Big releases from yesterday. We got a trio of stuff from Clapton. This is the 24 Nights series we talked about on our upcoming release show last week. This is also available in a humongous box set that comes with all three of these records, total of 6, 7, 8 LPs altogether in the big box set, some CDs, a DVD, a book. We don't have any of the box set in, but I think we can get a hold of them. But we do have, as of this morning, and I don't expect they'll last the weekend, but we can get more, one copy of each of the three left. We sold a few yesterday. So first up is the 24 Nights Rock. This is a triple LP of Eric Clapton performing in 1990 and 91 at the Royal Albert Hall. So it's a little bit older of a performance, not way, way older, but a good mid-range Clapton performance, performing all of his rock songs live at Royal Albert Hall. Then the second LP in the set, this one, by the way, is pretty expensive. Triple LP coming in at $50. If you knock that down to per LP, it's not too bad. Second night is Eric Clapton 24 Nights Blues. These are all the blues sets or blues nights from that prolonged performance at Royal Albert Hall. This one is a double LP, and it's got some great blues artists on here with him. And it's basically him performing a lot of his bluesier stuff through there. By the way, the Rock, of course, has got Layla. It's got some Cream stuff on there, Cocaine, some Crossroads, Sunshine, Pretending. So lots of cool early and mid Clapton stuff. Then the third one of these is the Eric Clapton 24 Nights Orchestral. And these are from the nights that Clapton performed a lot of his stuff with a full orchestra behind him. With him. It's the National Philharmonic Orchestra as well performing. So we get Layla, Wonderful Tonight. So these are different orchestral versions of the Clapton stuff. This one also a triple LP, by the way, listing for $50 here in the store. So we've got one copy of each of those. Again, as of this morning, if this is something you'd like, I can get a hold of more for next week. Just let me know. Not in our drop video yesterday because I was trying to decide exactly what to do with it. Almost went in the personal collection, but I've been dipping into that well a little too much this past week. So this one goes out to the shelf. This is the newer one from Ben Folds. It's called What Matters Most. And what's cool about this is one of the advanced copies. If you can see it, It is autographed. It's in shrink wrap. So Ben Folds autographed all of these and they sealed them up. But this is a legit, it's not a photocopy of that. It's an actual autograph from Ben Folds. One copy is what I managed to get of this. And it's on the limited edition sea glass blue vinyl with an autograph jacket. So this is the only copy we get. Don't think I can get any more. That is here for the time being as well. A couple versions of Cinderella's Night Songs in stock from yesterday's releases. The violet colored vinyl. What did I say? Violet. You're spinning violet, from Cinderella's Night Songs, and a red vinyl version. One copy of the purple, 2 copies of the red in store. I don't know why you want to go red. This is all very purple and pinkish, but I guess maybe the red is closer to pink in that case. This one here, we had somebody that wanted one of these. We've got one extra copy because I thought it was kind of cool. It's Dream Evil. For those of you who need a Swedish metal fix, this is Dragon Slayer. Very cool album cover. This, by the way, is limited to 300 copies worldwide, which means that we got one for order and one to sell on the floor. Happy to get this for you aficionados of Swedish death metal. So stop and grab that. Okay, Cottonmouth Kings. The Hidden Stash 2 reissue of this on silver vinyl. So some cool stuff from the, what would you even call that? It's hip-hop-ish type, country-ish. Very excited about this one. We have got one copy left in the store. I'm going to get more next week. This is a Detroit 70s acid rock band called Master Dance, D-A-N-S-E. And the album is Feeling Dead. These guys never officially released an album. They had one single out there and then some other tapes that were roaming around that never got officially pressed. They had some cult status following. I think we've talked before. And on the podcast, I talked about a 45 I found of these. It was quadruple digits. I was very happy to find one of those. This was As Heard on the Brown Acid series. So this is a full album. And they talked about how they captured in a lot of their original master tapes. And I was questioning whether or not that this was going to sound good. Holy cow, does this thing sound good? So think heavier Detroit acid rock from the 70s. Little Stooges, little MC5 in there. Some Amboy Dukes. It really kind of runs that fine line. Sounds great with all of these. And it's some fun stuff. And it does, as I mentioned, sound great. It's on bluish vinyl. This one I can't help but think, a lot of you know that we were friends, real good friends with Bill Young, who passed away last year. This stuff, right in his psych rock wheelhouse. He would have been very, very proud of this one on his list. So one copy of this. I hopefully will have a couple more coming in next week if you're curious. Another one, this is just fun. Oh, man, I'm running up on time. A couple copies of Jackpot Records, Jackpot Plays Pinball Volume 1 and Volume 2. This is exactly what it says it is. It's music from classic pinball games from the 80s and 90s. Attack from Mars, Pinbot, Black Knight 2000, and my personal favorite, Funhouse. Don't expect anything else. It is literally the music from pinball games. And I'm a big pinball aficionado. Don't get to play as much as I'd like, but I need to get over to Crazy Quarters in Bay City. Reissue from Tina Turner, the late Tina Turner, scheduled for release before she passed away. And then this released actually a couple days after. So we do have a couple copies of this. It's a reissue of Private Dancer. Young Gravy, another copy of this. Those of you who are hoping to see him in Auburn, Auburn Corn Fest has been canceled. Look that up if you're curious. There's I think the best term for that is a kerfuffle going on over in the neighboring city of Auburn. So that couple reissues from Mumford & Sons, Sign No More, and Babel on colored vinyl. We got a reissue from Arctic Monkeys in Pixies and Pixies and a reissue of Surrealistic Pillow. So just some restocks going in there as well. And let's see here quick, and then we'll get on with our day. Gary says, dude is cool on dude. You bet. Higgins Lake. Hey there, Sean. Welcome. Thanks for being here. And yep, Swedish Metal FTW. And all right, folks, I think we are up on time. I'm going to get the doors opened up, the lava lamp percolating, the hair tied back, and the turntables spinning here in the store. We will be open from now until 6 p.m. Today, Saturday, here at 716 George Street, just north of downtown Midland. And tomorrow, Sunday, from 12 noon until 5 p.m. If you'd like to stop on by and say hi, please do. As always, lots of stuff going on in Midland this weekend as well. So take advantage of it. Get out, enjoy yourself, swing on by. And when we go, he said, Fat says I need a ponytail. It doesn't work. For some reason, I grew this out a couple of years ago and it got really long in the back. But for some reason, this time it's just poofing off forward. I'm going to go do pompadour on it if I get a chance to. But I will get a haircut sometime in July. All right. You folks have a great one, and we will talk to you next Saturday live here from the Wasteland. Don't forget all of our other stuff on YouTube. Check that out when you get a chance. Thanks again, and have a great one on Final High. Hey, Chesaning, Tracy, thank you very much for being here. Okay, that's it, folks. I'm out. Have a good week, and we'll talk to you next time from Radio Wasteland. Thanks again.